Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. We are in the concluding fourth chapter of Sanat Sujatiya. The third chapter was concluded Avaraniyam tamasaha parastan tat antata veti vinashakale aniya rupam cha tatapyanishiyam mat swarupam tapis parvatebhya. What is the ultimate reality? So, tamasaha parastan is beyond darkness. If we go to the sun and tell him that why are you inimical to the darkness, what will be the reply of sun? Excuse me, gentlemen, what is darkness? Sun has never seen darkness. Okay. But your light is very helpful to us. You see, what are you talking? What is light? See, we are all in the experience where there is always paired experience. Joy, sorrows, gain, loss, friend, enemy. And the truth is, beyond darkness means what? We are not against anything. Light is against darkness, darkness is against light. See? We have to ourselves understand this. And this can be established only by analyzing our own experiences. Like, about everything, it is only optional. Now, for example, we are in Coimbatore, we are not in Bangalore. We are in 2025, we are not in 2050. We are now in the morning, not in the evening. See? We are man, not the woman. We are woman, not the man. So every experience of ours is comparative experience. Something against something. Health, disease. But the truth is what? Now, again analyze our own experience. Do we ever have the experience of birth? No. So why there should be fear of death? Do we have the experience of our absence? No. So where is the place for presence? See? Can we say that I don't know if I am or not? No. And therefore, that which is beyond the influence of complementary opposites and therefore is absolute, that is the ultimate reality. Yeah. How simple it is. Therefore, avaraniyam tamasaha prastat tad antataha abhyeti vinashakale. So, when everything disappears, like in deep sleep, everything disappears. Do we disappear? We continue. This is what is recognized by the wise people as their experience. So, further, Aniya Rupam cha Tatha api Mahat Swarupam. Now, small, big. See, this is one of the reasons I like to be on the seashore in front of the open expanse of the ocean, not in the mountains. See, like the other day somebody asked me, Swamiji, why don't you go to Kailash and your Himalaya? I said, I don't like it very much. Why? I said, there you feel you are insignificant. When you are standing in front of a huge mountain, so your mind has taken a shape. What a big mountain it is. Then comparison, I am so insignificant. So we are caught up in the shape, in the form. The forms will be big and small. See? But when you are standing in front of the ocean is formless, shapeless, expanse. So you merge in that expanse. Therefore, the truth is, Anoho Aniyan Mato Mahiyan Atma Janto Nito Guhaya. The truth is subtler than the subtlest and bigger than the biggest. And to experience this, we have to play meditation. Don't do meditation. I am anti-meditation. Don't do meditation. Only play meditation. So when you play, what happens? Particularly when you play with the kids, success and defeat is not a criteria. So why we are playing? Time pass. Because this Rakshasa is not allowing the mother to do anything, just to keep him occupied, we play that. See? Similarly, why do meditation? No, nothing to do, what to do, let's play meditation. Now meditation begins. What it is like without form, without shape. So what we are doing? We are giving our mind an object which does not have any shape or any form. Mind cannot survive without names or forms. And then slowly we will dissolve our body identification in the infinite experience of being formless. When we are listening to this chanting, Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, what was going on in me, I tell you now. So, this was played on the phone, so we were all hearing Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, outer world, outer sounds. That time, I was chanting in my mind. That also I was hearing. Then, be very attentive. Then, our ears are not only hearing the outer objects or sounds, but also the inner sounds. Outside it is hot. So our skin perceives the heat, sparsha. But when we take something hot tea or coffee and it goes inside, there also we experience it is hot. You eat something spicy, outside the tongue. When the same thing goes inside, it is there also very hot. So what is the conclusion? Conclusion is, sense organs are not in the body. The body is in the sense organs. See? Slowly, the barrier of being imprisoned in the body will be destroyed. And then our experience will be formless, beginningless, middleless, endless, and absenceless. See, Aniya Rupam cha tad api Aniyasa Mat Rupam tu api Parvatebhya. Bigger than the mountains and smaller than the atom. Tadetat Brahma Samsthitam Bhati Sarvam Tadatmavit Pashyati Jnana Yoga. And this is experience, Pashyati, how Jnana Yoga, the word Jnana is important. See? So, Tasmin Jagat Sarvamidam Pratishtitam Ye Etad Viduhu Amrutate Bhavanti. In this absolute, the whole world is the content and Paramatma is the container. See? Now play with this thought. Vision is the container, all the colors and forms are the contents. Container is not influenced by the contents. Mind is the container, all the thoughts are the contents. So if we do not get influenced by any thought, we have marched away from the thoughts and come to the substratum, the mind. And the thought-free mind is consciousness. For that we don't have to make the mind thought-free. No. Thought-free means what? Not thoughtless. Thought-free means there is no influence of thoughts on the mind. Like the waves have no influence on the ocean. Like ocean has no influence on the water. Therefore, water doesn't get drowned in the ocean. Similarly, waves do not die. They only appear. So this is Jnana Yoga. Therefore, ultimate spiritual practice is only this. Discover, recognize your correct identity. And all other things, karma, yoga, upasana, social service, charity, everything is okay in its own place. See? It is something like we go to shopping, buy vegetables, rice, pulses, mirch, masala, everything we buy. We come home. That is all necessary, no doubt. But when you have to take food, what is the ultimate? Everything you have brought, clean, washed, cut properly, and it is kept in the pot with proper water, and till then the food is not ready to eat. The ultimate is what? We have to put it on the gas, lit the gas, and then that Jnanagni, that fire of knowledge, will cook that food which becomes edible. So we are not condemning the earlier part, it is necessary. But ultimate is Jnana Yoga. Tadetar Brahmam Sanstitam Bhatsavam Tadatmavit Pashyati Jnana Yoga Tasmin Jagat Sarvam Pratishtitam Cha. In this reality, the whole world is contained. See. And what is the world? World is only words. Vacharam padam vikaro namadeyam mritika eva satyam. Therefore, this is what was the conclusion of the third chapter. Now, in the fourth chapter, Sanat Kumarji tells, this is called as Abhyas, practice. Practice is required as long as we are at the body or the mind level. When we transcend the body and mind level existence, practice is not required. See? For example, if you are doing, let us say yoga, and all asanas, whatever you do, then there is a gap, maybe a month or two. Again, when you start, you have to remember, this leg was up here or this leg was up here. Whether I was taking the air inside from the left hole or the right hole. Let me think. Because practice is necessary. Like I tell you, this any mantra you take, like Purusha Sukta, all the suktas, all the Upanishad, where I used to regularly be associated with that chanting, teaching, listening, learning, it was all remembered by me. But after so many years, it is all dropped. So, Sahasra Shirsha Purusha, Sahasra Shirsha Purusha, go ahead, it goes there only. Why? Practice is required. See, friends. Similarly, conclusion is what? When you deal with finite, practice is required because possibility of forgetting is very high. This is so important. There was one old man, he came to USA and he was staying with his daughter who was a doctor. And after a few days, she called me, Swamiji, my father has come from India for medical checkup. I have taken him to all the possible doctors, but he is not satisfied. He said, you are all useless, they don't know how to diagnose. What to do? I said, call me, give me good food. That's it. So I went. And then we had nice food. And I said, yes, uncle, what is the thing? I told the doctor, you go away, let me talk. He said, here doctors in USA are useless. I said, I agree with you. Had they been good, why they would have been exported to USA? Good doctors stay in India. Unwanted garbage is thrown outside. Yes, Swamiji, you are right. So happy he was here. Somebody is supporting his thought. And he said, see, they have done all tests, funny tests, but they could not diagnose. What was the problem? Problem is, when I was in India, I was accounts person in L&T, and I could remember the spreadsheet of last so many years. To remember the spreadsheet, you require a computer memory. But now I don't remember. So I told him, something is wrong with my memory, tell me what to do. But they can't tell anything. I said, okay, let us, I say, my life is playing, no serious. When you are a child, that time, how much weight you could lift? 10 kilos, 15 kilos, 20 kilos? Yes, I was a weightlifter, I could lift 25 kilos very easily, very good. Now how much you can lift? Not even 25 papad. Okay. When you are young, how many laddus you can eat? Oh, number of them. We used to have competition. Who eats maximum laddu? And many times I have won the competition. Now if I look at the laddu, I start getting heartbeat. No, I can't eat. I said, why this is happening? Because with old age, all faculties become weak. Then, memory is a faculty. So, if there is a loss of memory, it is a gift of God. Those who do not forget their past, they become a problem in the present. See, these NRI parents go to USA, and after going there, the USA children, they are out of the world. See? So, our Indian grandparents, what is their position? Whatever the children are doing, that is wrong. What they say is right. So, if the children are standing, why are standing? Sit down. If they are sitting, why are sitting? Stand. Constantly, because they want to rule over. And then they compare. When we were children, who cares? We are not interested in your past. But this is how we are constantly remembering the past. My friends, real spiritual practice is learn to forget. Forget to such an extent that we were somewhere who we meant nothing to remember. And this is one of the intense spiritual practice I am doing. That is why when I meet somebody, it is as if I am seeing for the first time. But some people you remember, I said yes. Whom? Higher the nuisance value, more is the memory. See? If you are driving a car, if the road is very good, that portion you will not remember. If there is a speed breaker, if there is a ditch on the road, and you get a big jerk, that you will remember. Gadda aane wala hai. See friends, slowly, steadily learn to forget everything. And that is what is to be recognized. Therefore, Sanat Kumarji says, this is the experience of the wise people. Yantat shukram mahad jyotihi iti dipyamanam mahad yashaha yad vai deva upasate yasmat arko virajate yoginaha tam prapashyanti bhagavantam sanatanam. Yoginaha, these yogis are able to prapashyanti, direct, immediate experience without any means of knowledge. Direct, immediate experience without involvement of any known means of knowledge. You are not hearing, you are not seeing, you are not smelling, you are not tasting, you are not touching, you are not feeling, you are not conceptualizing, you are beyond being and not being. Many seekers have a sense of fear because all the supports are taken away. A simple rule is substratum is not influenced by what is superimposed. So, yoginaha tam prapashyanti bhagavantam sanatanam. What is that? That shukram, it is immaculate pure. See? Now what is immaculate pure light, jyoti? What is immaculate pure light, man jyoti? the ultimate light. Ultimate light is dark light. See, these are so simple things of everybody's experience. Whatever we see is not the original. We see only the reflected. Like these light, tube lights, electric lights. Now these lights we are not seeing. What we are seeing, these lights are falling on some objects and reflected light is seen by us. See? How important it is to recognize. Similarly, what we call sunlight is a daylight in fact. It is not a sunlight. So then what is the sunlight? Sunlight is that which supports light and darkness and yet is beyond the light and darkness. Exactly the same way. Tadai shukram mahal jyotihi dipyamanam mahal yashaha. These are the various words used in Upanishad. Therefore, one of the most potent interaction in this world for a seeker is don't create friends, don't create enemy. Nobody is good, nobody is bad. No comment, no evaluation. By these simple practices, our mind will start dissolving in pure consciousness. This will not happen overnight. It will take its own time. So, yad vai deva upasate. And this is what the gods are closer. Now, who are the gods? Gods are our faculties. Dyotana deva, those who illuminate light. So, in the light of the eyes, colors and forms are seen. You know what happens? One person asked me this question yesterday and yesterday only. Swamiji, I have been doing meditation for so many years, and when I sit for meditation, I see tremendous light, and then I feel very uneasy, and then I get up, and then I don't know what to do. Then I stop doing it. But when I stop, again I feel miserable. Oh, I should get that light. Again I try, again struggle. What is this? See? Because by the word light we mean these dumb things. This is not light. This is reflected light. So be very attentive. This object is not self-illumined. It doesn't have light. So we require external light. Now this object is in the external light. Will it be known? Because to know something, a knower is required. Neither the light will know, nor the object itself will know what it is. So for the creation of the knowledge, knower is essential. See? Now this knower is seeing this object, what you call form. How we are seeing? Because this object is reflecting the external light. Therefore, now this external light is seen by whom? By our eyes. Now the same thing expands. Whether there is a sun in the sky or not, we go and see, yes, there is a sun in the sky. So, the sun is illuminated by the light of our eyes. Now take another simple example. If there is a dark room and you light a candle, it will be very bright. If the same candle is kept 12 o'clock, noon, in the bright sun, the light of the candle will be most insignificant because it is overpowered by the sunlight. Sunlight is more powerful than the candle light. Now that sun is there or not in the sky is illumined by whom? By our vision. So the light of the vision is more powerful than the light of the sun. Go further. Sunlight is against darkness. Our vision light is neither favoring the light nor against the darkness. Therefore, the light of vision, then further the light of mind, then further the light of intellect, further the light of life, further the light of that which is supporting both life and inertness is the ultimate light. That is our essential nature. But normally what happens? When the word light is used, we see this reflected light and go on imagining. When I was sitting for meditation, nice light came, But afterwards, it never came. And I am struggling for last so many years. Light is not coming. Swamiji, please guide me what to do. Change the bulb. See, friends, this is so basic. Any experience which comes and goes is a flicker of mind. Mind is not ultimate. Mind is reflected consciousness. See, what can mind see? Be very attentive. This light which is coming from the bulb, in between there is no object. Do we see the light there? We cannot see. Because light can be seen only if it is reflected. See? Now, between our vision and the world, in between there are no objects. What are the objects? Forms, shapes. So, because there is no shape, no form, therefore our vision is not seen whether we can see or not. Therefore, when we go to the doctors, and they take our examination. So, I sit here. Then they will be starting, those alphabets. Now, open your eyes, close one eye with the right eye. Now see. Can you read the lowest line? No. Little above? No. Above the top one? No. You can't read? Okay. Then they increase the font size. Now you can read. Now you can read? No. How come you don't read? Why? I don't know English. What will you do? The doctor will commit suicide. So what was being tried? Whether your eyes are functional or not, is it not? So to see whether there is a light of vision in our eyes, some objects are required where it can be reflected. Exactly the same way, the consciousness can perceive the world only if there are objects in the way, and therefore the consciousness falls to the status of mind, and therefore objectless awareness. When objects are no more influencing our knowledge, we are living in pure consciousness. Influence of the objects, that knowledge is called as mind. And that mind where the objects are no more able to create any disturbance, that mind is consciousness. Yoginaha tam prapashyanti bhagavantam sanatanam. This is the Sanatana Bhagavan. Continuing further, Shukrat Brahma Prabhavati Brahma Shukrena Vardhane Tat Shukram Jyotisham Mande Ataptam Tapati Tapanam Yoginastam Prapashyanti Bhagavantam Sanatanam. Tat Shukram Yoginam Prapashyanti. The great yogi, here please remember, here we are talking, yogi means those who have studied the scriptures and they are working on their mind. And working on their mind is what? Transcending the experiences of the mind. Non-mind experience. What is the experience through the mind? only complementary opposites. Joy, sorrows. Gain, loss. Near, far away. Clean, dirty. Mind cannot survive in absolute. Words are comparative. Melodious voice, very harsh voice. Shouting, very slow. Silence, be attentive. Silence against the sound. But ultimate is where silence and sound makes no difference. Presence or absence makes no difference. Gain or loss makes no difference. This is the ultimate. So, Tat Shukram, absolute pure, where the impurity of duality does not exist. Ekameva Dvitiya. Therefore, this Vedanta Shastra is not for any Tom, Dick and Harry. Those who want to go to heaven, do this thing, then you will go to heaven and you will get lot of enjoyment there, Apsaras will be there, there is no GST tax and there is nobody there, you don't have to go, everything you go, oh, very good, we want to go. And after going there, you will come to know, Coimbatore was better. How we are cheated? Now why this is told in the scriptures? Only, what happens, the moral of the story we don't understand. The moral of the story is funny, but the moral is very high. Now this story I created in one talk, and the story was, there was a fish from the ocean. He happened to visit a well in Coimbatore. And in that well, there was a frog, a Tamilian frog. And when the fish came, the Tamilian frog asked, "Who are you? Where are you from?" So the fish said, "I am fish, I am from ocean." What is ocean? Now what the fish will say? Ocean is waters. Waters. How much? What will be the imagination of the quantity of water a frog in the well can think of? This much. So what the fish will do? He has no neck to say no. So he wagged his tail. No. Then two hands, small. This much? No. This much? No. Out of frustration, he took a leap within the water. Do you mean this much? He said, no, Baba. Then he diagonally, wall to wall. Do you mean this is all? No. Then how much? Come. They go to question. Now the fish is asking, dear froggy, tell me, how much is the water? The frog is silent. Maunam vyakya prakatita brahma tattvam yuvanam. When this story was told, one old man, very sincere, sitting in the front and listening with all, and in between he raised the hand. Normally I don't entertain. So when I looked at him, I felt pity on myself. So yes, uncle, how did the fish go to the well? He asked this question. And after that, he was looking at the audience. Dekha? This is the question. So I felt I should commit suicide. To whom I am addressing? Furniture. So I had to cut it down with a light stroke. So I said, uncle, that fish came to the sea by Kingfisher Airlines. Now what is the moral of the story? A person who is lost in Upamanduka Vritti, who is lost in small little things, he cannot even think of infinite. See, that is the moral of the story. Similarly, if we have to break the barrier of our this dirty, useless body identification, we have to be told some stories. And then we are told, if you do bad, you go to hell. If you do good, you go to heaven. And what is heaven? All the wonderful attractions. And therefore one is struggling. And then he dies and he knows, I am going to go to heaven. And there also enjoy. But when the visa is over, you are thrown back again. And again you do good karma. Again you go to heaven. Oh, understood. What you understood? How the fish went to the well. The moral of the story is, body dies, you don't die. In the last life, you were there doing something good or bad. Because of that, in this life, you are suffering or enjoying. In this body, you are doing something good or bad. When this body dies, in the next body, you will suffer or enjoy. Meaning what? We are an unbroken, continuous existence. But instead of remembering, learning this, we accept the birth and death is reality. That is not the purpose. See, one Westerner asked me this question. For you people from India, it is easier to digest the rebirth. But for us, it is very difficult. I said, who told you? We don't believe even in birth. Forget about rebirth. See, friends, therefore, Tat Shukram, immaculate, pure, very impurity of otherness does not exist. Ekameva Advitiya. Jyotisham Madhye Ataptam Tapati Tapala. See? Now from this, Yoginatham Prapashanti Bhagavantam Sanatanam. Now from this absolute conscious being, the next step is the Hiranyagarbha, the creator of this world. Now these steps we have to understand. Absolute, number one. Absolute with his own potentiality, Ishvara, the creator. The Ishvara is unmanifest. Then he is ready to create Hiranyagarbha, the third stage. Hiranyagarbha creates this world, this gross world, at a causal level. And from the causal level, the effect level individuals come. This is how the absolute is reduced to the relative. These steps we have to clearly understand. There is no option for that. See? And for that, Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi's technique is very easy. Prana bandhanat liyate manaha eka chintanat nashametyada. First of all, lead your life in such a controlled way that this world is no more a problem for us. Thereafter, then ekachintanat. So mind is sufficiently quiet by whatever you do. Now that quiet mind is now further engaged in inquiry. To keep the mind quiet and not to go to sleep is a big challenge. Because we are extremists. Either too many thoughts going on or no thoughts go to sleep. To be an extremist is easy. Eat as much as you can or don't eat at all. Easy. But take 2-3 times food, every time little bit. No, but it is so good, dabao. See, friends, therefore, we have to slowly and steady, first of all, quieten the mind. Now that mind engage ekachintana. Make the one as the object of contemplation. So, how many objects are in this world? 5. Out of 5, take 1. So what is there? One object? One object is sound, for example. Words. So, words are many. No? What is one? One is the hearing ability. Okay. So we have come to from the objects to one object. From the many words, we have come to the hearing ability. Hearing ability is one, but that is also manyatva, patutva. Sometimes you can hear properly, sometimes we can't hear properly. This is known by whom? By the mind. Then mind is also sometimes available, sometimes not available. When it is not available, that time we know, I don't know, I am not able to understand. Or when it is available, yes, I got it. But this I who knew everything is only in the waking state. In the dream, this I disappears. In the deep sleep, this I disappears. But that which was expressing as the waker, dreamer, deep sleeper, that ultimate reality is ever the same. Therefore, Bhagavad Gita, Mattaha Smriti Jnanam Apohanancha, I alone support waking, dream, deep sleep and samadhi. Therefore, this I is worthy of knowing. This is the meaning of this mantra. Tashukram Jyotisham Madhye Ataptam Tapati Tapanam. So, the unmanifest becomes manifest through the process of grossification. From the one, the many come out, and ultimately it has to go back to the one. Yoginaha tam prapashanti raghavantam sanatanam. So all the yogis have recognized. This is what Patanjali Maharshi says, Tada drashtuhu swarupe avasthana. And when can it happen? Again, this portion is normally not emphasized by the yoga teachers. The principle is Trayam ekatra sanyamaha. Right from your yama up to the dharana dhyan samadhi is only emphasized, but there is one more step beyond that. When the dharana dhyan samadhi is perfected 100%, then it is called a Sayyama. And this word Sayyama is used by Bhagavan Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. See? Tasyam Jagrati Sayyami. So Sayyama is, now the mind is no more divided into experiencer, experienced, and experiencer. Then we come to discover the whole world comes out from this. Undivided mind is consciousness. Therefore, tada drashtuhu swarupe avasthanam. Essentially, swarupa and swabhava, these are the two words. Swarupa is the essential nature. Swarupa is acquired nature. See? Swabhava is acquired nature. So Swarupa, the sweetness, is the essential nature of the sugar. Whether it's crystalline, powdered or syrup, that is acquired. So our acquired nature is covering our essential nature. Acquired nature is what? I want this, I want that, I don't get it, I am miserable. Essential nature is we are blissful. So in the deep sleep, we have nothing, we are nobody, we are nowhere, we are never, and therefore we are happy. So in the sleep, deep sleep is our essential nature. And then we acquire, we become man, woman, husband, wife, rich, poor, and this is all the thing comes. So this acquired nature is hiding our essential nature. The yoginaha tam prapashanti, the wise people come to discover this, and therefore they are no more slave of our own acquired nature. See friends, when we go to our place person, I always look at that place, most holy place in whole of your Coimbatore. When we take a left turn to go, there is one shop where there is no board, there is no glitter, there is no nothing. It is the most pathetic place to be, but always crowded. Because it is a place where liquid spirituality is available. And once you start taking, then slowly, without that we cannot survive. In the same manner, all the habits that we have created them. Unwanted talking, giving advice to others, commenting, seeking attention, wanting to do this or do that, imposing our views on others. This is what we have acquired. And this acquired nature is covering our essential nature. Therefore, yoginahatam prapashanti bhagavantam sanatanam. The wise men are living no more as somebody, but living as nobody. Purnat purnam uddharanti, purnat purnam prachakshate, haranti purnat purnam ja, purneneva vashishyate, yoginahatam prapashanti bhagavantam sanatanam. See? If Paramatma is Purna, infinite, the Jivatma is also infinite. If that the Paramatma consciousness is infinite, the Jivatma, the soul, is also infinite. How can we understand this? Only little bit of understanding with the words. Okay? The soul is called in Sanskrit as Jiva. Now, electrical energy expressing through the bulb as light. This light is the Jiva, and bulb is the body. Without the bulb, electricity cannot express as light. The bulbs are many, but that because of which the bulb is respected is the light in the bulb. If there is no light, we throw that bulb away. Exactly. Body-wise, we are many. And who are we? All of us have life in us. If the life goes away, if the bulb is fused, that body is destroyed. Therefore, if our attention is only on the bulbs, we will say there are many bulbs. If our attention is only on the bodies, we will say there are many people. But if our attention is on the light, then we will say we are all alive. So, Jiva na, life. Jiva, soul, no. There is nothing like a soul. See, this principle I explained to one husband. He came and asked me, Swamiji, I am so fed up of my wife, she is troubling me, what to do? I said, divorce and forget about her. No, I can't divorce. Why? Because she is earning and I am eating free. Then suffer silently. But why this is happening? I said, I have got only one solution. Think properly. All the problems are created because of wrong thinking. Think properly. So what is there to think? I said, okay, I will ask you a question. Answer. Husband is a proper noun or a common noun? Husband is a common noun. Any dumb getting married to any dumbie is husband. There was one boy asking his father, Dad, I want to become an intelligent husband. The dad looked at him and didn't reply and was watering the garden. Again, he said, Dad, you are not answering my question. I want to become an intelligent husband. Even then, the dad did not reply. Then he said, Dad, I don't want my wife to call me like mummy calls you dumb. Now that father has to speak. He said, my dear child, there is no species called an intelligent husband. Intelligent people never become husband. Only dumb people become husband. Then what? I said, therefore, every husband is miserable. You are also miserable. So you are in the majority. Enjoy. See, my friends, The more you look at this world with eye of wisdom, all the difficulties will disappear. Therefore, body-wise we may be many, life-wise we are one. See? So, individuality-wise we be many, but cause-wise we are all one. Is it that the external air and internal air, they are separate for some different people? No, the same air. It is not that when the external air goes in the body of a yogi, it is creating pancha pranas and pancha upapranas. But when the same air goes in the body of a pig, it doesn't create, no, it is same thing. Because principle of life is same, it is not different. See? There was one Catholic couple, good friend of mine. So she delivered and then she was bleeding profusely. So I told him, ask her parents, somebody to come and give blood, it is not a big deal. He said, no, they say, no, in our religion we can't give blood to others and all that. I said, come on, yeah, you pray to the Lord, then my blood should match with her. It matched. Give. She survived. After 15 days, I went to see her. I said, hey Kathy, how are you? Oh, I am so thankful to you, you saved my life. I said, no, my question is, bottle is Catholic, liquor is Hindu. Now tell me who are you? Friends, life-wise we are all one. But so much obsessed with the body, identification, all the differences come. Therefore, the Purnat Purna, Paramatma is infinite, Jivatma is infinite. Space is infinite, house space is also infinite. But what happens? Our attention is not on the space. Attention is on the size of the hall. And therefore it appears as if this is small, that is big. You remove these walls, then we come to know that external space and internal space are the same. Purnat Purnamudachyate. In the same manner, when we rise above our body identification and the wrong notion that we are a body and we are a soul, then we come to know as much Paramatma is infinite, so much we are also infinite, and therefore we cannot justify ourselves being miserable. This is the meaning. Purnat Purnam Uddharanti. Uddhared Atmanatmanam Natmanam Avasade. Bhagavan uses the same word. Uddhara, Uddhara, lift yourself from the wretched experience of individuality and merge in the infinite. And this is exactly what is happening when we go to sleep. In the sleep, we are nobody, we are nowhere, we are never, and therefore there is only happiness in the deep sleep. But how do we know this happiness? Because we snore. Happiness is never silently experienced. Hey, why are you keeping quiet? Yeah, I am very happy. Make noise. See? Therefore, the real spiritual practice is this. Discover your divine nature. Purnat Purnam Uddharanti, Purnat Purnam Pratakshate. Therefore, friends, again and again, these principles should be deeply digested by us. Whatever is experienced through sense organs, through the mind, through the intellect, depends on the quality of the instrument. And if something is beyond the scope of these instruments, does it mean it doesn't exist? Because what happens, we are so obsessed with this knowledge which is gathered through the various means of knowledge. One young boy asked me this question. Swamiji, have you seen God? I said, why should I tell you? No. Vivekananda also asked the same question to Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. Therefore, I am asking you. I said, you may be Vivekananda, I am not Ramakrishna. Have you seen God means what? God is an object to be perceived through the eyes. So, our blind teachers or blind masters, they have not seen God. See? Therefore, drop all this obsession of objectivity in experience. Any experience which comes and goes is only a drama, it is not the truth. That experience which has neither come nor goes. What is that experience? Our own being. Neither it has come because we have no experience of birth, nor it is modifying, nor it dies, it doesn't go. This is our essential nature and nobody can help us in this. Uddharedatmanatmanam. Don't condemn yourself. Yoginahatam prapashanti bhagavantam sanatanam. Therefore, never condemn yourself that I am a soul, I am unfortunate, papoham, papakarmaham. Don't get lost in all that rubbish. Yatha kashe avakasha asti gangayam vijayo yatha tadvat characharam sarvam brahmani utpadyate liyate yoginahatam prapashanti bhagavantam sanatanam. Like in the space there is emptiness, and like there are the waves on the Ganges which come and disappear, in the same manner this whole world is existing and appearing in this absolute conscious reality that we are. See, what happens when we think about big, oh, Bhagavan is so infinite. That is not the meaning. Infinite means wherein no mathematical operations can be operated. Infinite plus minus anything continues to be infinite. That is the meaning of infinite. Now, is it not our experience? If there are 100 people, is it a burden to the eyes? If there are 10 people, is it a lightness? If there are nobody, is it a loss? No. So infinite is that to which all our calculations of the relative world have no place. So yatha akashe avakasha asti. Like the space, emptiness is infinite. Therefore, in Avadhuta Gita, this is my most favorite approach to the reality. Practice this. Only this much. Start playing what it is like being space. Except while driving. When you are sitting comfortably, that time play. Hey, what it is like being space. So what you are doing? You are giving the mind space as an object. See? And then you start, oh, space is that which can support all the planets, all the things. So we are still not understanding space. Space means what? Which supports everything but doesn't get influenced by anything. That is space. Now apply this principle to our own life. Vision supports all colors and forms, doesn't get influenced by anything. We support, our mind supports joy and sorrows, doesn't get influenced by anything. We support waking, dream, deep sleep and samadhi, we are the same. Not getting influenced by anything, although we are in the midst of everything, is living spiritual life. Yatha akashe avakasha asti gangayam vichayo yatha tadvat characharam sarvam brahmani utpadyate liyate. So what is experience gathered through sense organs, mind and intellect is not the reality, but that because of which The sense organs are able to function, the mind is able to experience, and intellect is able to conceive. That is the reality, and therefore our being is beyond the scope of sense organs, mind, or intellect. This is Nirvikalpa Samadhi. This is Asamprajnat Samadhi. In this, no experiencer is born. We have not done any charity, we have not gone to any holy place, we have not done any yoga, we have not done any special thing. In being is the ultimate. You know, one of the most beautiful texts, Tripura Rahasya, it is distinctly brought out there. That every one of us go through Nirvikalpa Samadhi every day, dozens of times, but we don't recognize. Waking we know, dream we know, deep sleep we know, meditation we know, but what is a Nirvikalpa Samadhi, we are never introduced to that. And therefore we struggle. No. That experience which is not involving sense organs, mind or intellect. When this is practiced again and again, slowly our old habit of the mind to unnecessarily think, argue, conceptualize, everything dies away. See? And then we will discover one day that spiritual attainment is not a gain nor a loss. Because in the infinite, gain and loss are equal. So, yatha akashe avakashasti gangayam vichayo yatha tatva characharam sarvam brahmani utpadyate liyate. Everything is born and goes back to the same reality. Therefore, nothing has happened, nothing will happen. Yoginaha tam prapashanti bhagavantam sanatanam. These yogis come to discover this Brahman as their essential nature. Om Purnamadaha